Game crashed. Two good metal shields and a love grenade. Earth Wand, full plate armor, Arhan Guide, 1 leather helmet. Immunity to fear armor again. Leader sturdy element Earth Wand of Silence. Seems like a good wand. No one's using shields, but they could still be useful. Unbreakable. Terrible. Just terrible. There were additional shields, I'm sure of it. I think just a good metal shield. Right. Weak. How does the additional armor compare to what we have? Huge negative on movement, but armor would be drastically superior. Yeah, 46% physical damage reduction versus enemies of your own level. That's substantial. The movement is shit though. But with her, it's not that big of a deal.
Damnation! Not even a crack!
Or who is you?
It seems the Winter King has woven ice too rare and powerful for mere fire. A source hunter! You have found us! Here she is at last. Ikara.
Inflict burning on contacts. Lockpicking. Earth resistance. Diviner's Earth Staff. I'm mainly thinking of dumping some excess equipment on him. He has 6,000 gold. I just don't recall what's excess exactly here. Probably all the shields. We don't have to sell everything, just dump some of this crap on here.
Oh, but look at her! She has been encased in ice so unyielding that none of my spells melt even a fraction of its surface. You find me at a loss. I admit it. For I've no idea what sorcery, or dare I say it, sorcery, will set her free.
Well, there has to be a way to do it, though.
Quite so. Boreas is dead and the seasons have been freed. Surely they can break their brother's magic.
How exactly do I do that? Do I have to go the forge to do it? Seems like a bit pointless back and forth.
Not even a crack.
Take the power of the sun
It
to melt.
seems the Winter King has woven
Maybe just
ice
use
too
There she is,
rare and
the
powerful
White
for
Witch,
mere
a
fire.
prisoner in ice.
I wonder what sorcery, or worse,
I don't know how long she'll last within that ice.
we'll have to use to
There
get
must
her
be a
out.
way.
Right. So we'll do this. I think it was the lava pits. Was the port. Possible. Well, we're not gonna die even if one of those hits us, so I don't know why I should care. Are they still here? Power of the sun, so probably swap.
Ah, our champion has returned. Have you yet determined how I might repay my debt? It
I
would
found
be
the
an
White
honor to
Witch, but
assist
she's
the soul
trapped
who
in
dared
ice.
to
Can you
slay
help
the
me free
king
her?
of Winter Source Hunter, it would be my sincerest honor. Take this rune and use it to summon me when you're near the witch once more. If she can be extracted from Boreas ice, I'll find a way to make it so.
That in it. We best be on our way then. The Spring and Autumn Kingdom.
There she is, the White Witch, a prisoner in ice.
Not
I
even
wonder
a
what
crack.
sorcery, or
Who
worse,
has the
sorcery, we'll have to use to get
whatever
her
we
out.
got? Some kind of rune.
I don't know how long she'll last within that ice. There must be a way.
This is your White Witch, then. And you're sure you want to free her, are you? Even our mad Boreas wouldn't have wasted such precious ice on a petty criminal. Whatever she did to find herself here must have been rather severe indeed. But I am in your debt. and I would be remiss not to honor your request. Shield your eyes, Source Hunter. To melt ice of this refinement, I'll need to summon an equally rare flame.
Ah yes, fire tentacle.
Gods, it's colder than a witch's teat. How very callous of Leandra to inter her only sister in a barren tundra for eternity.
Ikara, you're all right? The ice, King Boreas, and your sister. What a frigid hell you've endured.
And yet not even a frigid hell like this could induce you to put on a shirt, could it, Ahu? My old friend, surely I have you to thank for my salvation.
That honor goes to a pair of talented source hunters, actually. If not for their efforts, I'd be quite uselessly prowling around your prison still.
Then perhaps I ought to address my savior directly. Source Hunter, is that the masquerade?
Well, what a motley crew we are. Isn't there somewhere a bit warmer we might discuss matters?
How did you become imprisoned here?
First things first, Source Hunter. For my freedom, I owe you every imaginable thanks. My soul had withered in this prison, and I might not have survived much longer without your help. Now, about the culprits. My corrupted sister and the mad Winter King. When I realized exactly where, and to whom Leandra was consigning me, I was certain I'd never enjoy the sun's warmth again. But neither she nor I anticipated the Source Hunter. That was her mistake, and my blessing.
I never would have imagined Leandra capable of dealing with the likes of Boreas, but she has changed into someone I hardly recognize anymore.
Tell me more about Leandra. We have the option to ask about what she referred to with the masquerade comment, or try to pursue the murdering of the Sicilian High Counselor Jake, but I'll let those go for now. Tell me more about Leandra.
My own little sister, if you can imagine it. She was always the more ambitious, the more exacting of us, and she had no fear of the darkness that so often accompanies Source. Her collusion with King Boreas in imprisoning me here confirms my worst fears. She is planning something far greater than I could have anticipated. For this reason, and with a heavy heart, I must ask you, Source Hunter, to find out how far exactly Leandra has become entwined in the dark arts.
Right. You stand accused of murdering the Sicilian High Counselor Jake.
I take no pleasure in the memory of that night. The thought of hurting anyone or anything is abhorrent to me. But in this case, I judged it necessary. If you've come this far, I trust you've learned that the Counselor was far from a humble civil servant. This doesn't excuse my behavior, but perhaps it can help to explain it.
What happened the night of Jake's murder?
It's a sordid story, to be perfectly frank. Two sisters, a philanderous, treacherous wizard, death and mayhem. Are you sure you're interested in such things?
Please.
The sparkle in your eye belies your better nature, Source Hunter. Now I know that it is your duty to get to the heart of this. And, in truth, the events of that night were but one part of a larger and much darker matter. A matter in which I'll dare to beg your assistance before we're through with one another.
Now that terrible night.
Yay, a cutscene maybe?
One night, as I slept, I had a sudden revelation. No dream, but a vision. My sister Leandra and my lover Zandalor. I didn't understand, but I recognized their location. Sicil's King Crab Inn. I arrived and looked through their window, but inside, everything was wrong. Leandra had fled, and Counselor Jake stood over the wizard, a knife in his hand and hate in his eyes. As I watched, he drove the dagger deep into Zandalor's heart, and I was too late to stop him. In that moment, I broke. I saw before me not a man, not even a beast, but evil incarnate. And I used Source to slay him. On the floor lay Zandalor. In my hands, I held Jake's life force. I had sworn never to use Source, but I couldn't walk away. And so I did the unthinkable. I used the Counselor's life to save Zandalor's. He was alive, but only just. Betrayal. Murder. Source. We were all of us guilty now. If you were any other Source Hunter, I suppose you'd strike me down where I stand after that terrible admission. Fortunately for us both, you are no other Source Hunter.
So, what exactly do you mean by this masquerade business?
Ah, yes, of course, of course. Do pardon me. I didn't mean to imply you were very clearly eternal beings in the guise of minor mortals. Not at all. Please, let's do carry on.
And you are the White Witch.
Oh, yes, I suppose I am. But I do prefer my given name. Ikara, that is. Charmed. But I hope I haven't disappointed my own hero. Am I just as white and witchy as you'd hoped?
I'll take my leave.
I hate to extend my own invitation, Source Hunter, but I believe I ought to accompany you to Zigzax's hideout. Presumptuous, yes, but I'd recognize the imp's essence just about anywhere. Both he and you must learn more about the darkness that has extended itself into our dearest Rivellon. And I believe I know where we must begin. Ah, but unless that's a bear flailing through the threads of time, I do believe Master Zigzax is on his way. Make way, Source Hunter, landing in 3, 2...
Hunters, you've done it! Ikara is free! Ah, what good it does my impish heart to see her safe and bright as ever! We have much to discuss. Come one and all to the end of time. A spot of something warm and the soft glow of the tapestry ought to do us all a bit of good, Now, if we're done playing hide and seek, let's not waste a jot more time. Oh, I just can't wait to pick your every synapse.
After you, Master Zigzax.
So that's the White Witch, eh? I expected someone a little more evil. I can't say I'd cut her down for mistake, but she sure has fewer horns than I expected.
Here is a woman clearly deserving of respect, Medora. Please, for once, let not your source-addled presumptions cloud your judgment.
We've solved the murder and caught the culprit, yet this case feels anything but closed.
There's more to this crime than simple fact. Killing a killer is hardly the same as killing an innocent, after all.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what I should do about this. The thing is, I don't refer to the murder per se. I meant to the fact that even if I would treat Ikara as just a murderer, what exactly would be the end result of that? I don't think the game is going to suddenly take a drastically different direction or let me just walk out of this. So I don't see what the point of choosing that would even be.
We'll have to learn more before we can assess Ikara's true guilt in this matter. Fortunately, she seems quite eager to tell us more about this entire dark affair.
You're apparently very romantic. the same time, none of this seems to have any real consequence, like with the orc woman that was charmed and killed the 2 guards because we wouldn't kill her during her charm period. It was fairly obvious of a, or let's not say obvious, let's say a reasonable conclusion to how that thing was going. At the same time, I'm not like 100% fully behind all these options we've been given, because you basically have 2 options, sure, but how should I put it? They're clearly not the only options you realistically have. They're just 2 options that are given to you. So I'm not all that happy with them. I'm happy at least that we have an option, but it feels we're more or less going where the writer wants to railroad us rather than what options we should really have. That's not exactly too rare in these games, so I'm not particularly upset about it. How could I possibly even burst through these? It's a massive treasure trove. Like gigantic. But if we can't get past the force field, there's nothing we can do. I think we have to get there if we want to do anything with the wishing well. Trying to figure out places where we haven't been. We could talk to the wishing well again, I suppose. But there was some other place here. Yeah, I think it's actually not. God. We're not asking. I think there was a little bit of a portal here. And there was a door we couldn't get to open. It doesn't have resistances, it is destructible. But I wouldn't want to try to do that. There has to be a way to disarm them. Ah, yes. Sentinel that cannot be destroyed, but yeah, this seems weird. Like I have no idea where this is supposed to be going. Is there a hidden switch? Am I supposed to do something with the Guardian? I don't think I'm vertically missing anything. Or rather, there has to be some kind of a trigger to this door. And that's the thing that's missing in this. If we would have that, that would be a different matter. We don't. There is no switch. The only switch is probably the Guardian, how that reacts. but I don't think it affects the door in any way. Don't really see any trigger blades. Don't. Well, I haven't moved everything around though, so it's not impossible that there could be something. Also, maybe getting the crates intact out of here could also be a key to something. Although I don't see what it could possibly be. Where does the blasted thing look? Doesn't see there. And the question is, what good does that do to us? And the answer is nothing. Nothing in the slightest. The imp had definitely a diary entry. It's not this one. We got to use a barrier removal spell again. Mushrooms make merry, my masterful machinations. It's barrier protection. Then there was another thing somewhere with mushrooms. There was like a fairy ring with mushrooms. Wonder if we could use some. No, it was the troll turned to stone. Nothing to do with a barrier. Has to be her. Where is she? Final where she? Solitary in his wanderings has been sighted only once in the last century. Its location is disclosed in a legendary scroll last seen in the realm of the fairy. Free for the taking by any brave soul brave enough to risk the wrath of the Winter King. That's probably in the treasury too. How to speak troll. Zombie edition. Surely one of okay. Curious parchment. Right, this is the note that we got from the imp that stayed here. I don't know why Master Boreas has banished me here. The king has grown quite mad. One moment I was merely polishing the statues of his throne room, and the next I was plunked unceremoniously in this unfortunate spot. If I move from here, the sentinel to my left will kill me. If I stay, I will surely die. I suppose this vial of poison will be my last and final breath. Does it mean that Was it a security system, or does it mean that the statues are related to the problem here? I think I destroyed all of them. Was that a mistake? Yeah, I don't really see how this helps me or hinders me in any way. Oh, don't. Yeah, I just don't see how this could possibly be related to this. It's more or less a trap that you can escape from. Maybe you should enter here through some other means. Then if you successfully manage to get past that, this opens. So because I never did it that way, I can't really properly do it then. Either way, I don't really see the benefit of trying to figure out some kind of a solution here.
I'm freezing here.
It could also be related to the inner workings of the treasury rather than just the throne room. I'm pretty sure I need wooden crates. Where to next? End of time. I suppose I'll just go there and talk to people, leave it at that. We will probably get some new goals to go after. Also, I'm not too worried about not being able to possibly do everything in this playthrough. It wouldn't be a horrible thing. What the hell is that? Ah, did not notice that earlier. There are other statues, but not the obvious ones. Ones we destroyed.
You who seek the winter treasure, prove your intention, prove your worth. I demand to know if friend you be, the name of the earthen brother of Boreas.
I don't actually recall. Sua was the fire one. I'll just load if I get wrong. I think Simista was the air one. I'm not sure about that. Sadakandras?
Incorrect. Incorrect.
Well, it's instant death anyway, so... do I have a journal entry about it? Probably completed. Summer King Sua. It's faster, just in case.
You who seek the winter incorrect.
Not the first option. I suppose we could go with the one that I think is there air lords or whatever it happens to be.
You who seek the winter treasure, prove incorrect. You who seek the winter treasure, prove your intention incorrect.
I have no recollection at all about it. Not even what type of a name it is. Just didn't think it was important in any way.
You who seek the winter treasure, prove incorrect. Incorrect. Correct you are, and freely may you enter.
So... Right, I thought I would have had to recall all of them. Okay, I guess we're not going in with a eternal end of time. You would imagine there's a fight here. I seem to recall some notice about security systems. Like there's, at least at some point, there's a switch that can disable the security systems. Hidden switch at a side passage. So I would assume something like this. There's probably a trap creating this. Not sure where. Could I dissipate this somehow? I don't know.
Time to get your feet wet.
Ah, I'm tripping.
How do you trigger that? Earth maybe? Winter Blast. This amount of water damage to all targets in a 60-degree cone that is 9 meters long and has freezes targets. Fairly cheap to cast. I didn't see if there was a trap there, but
Traps ahead.
that's where they usually are, the center of the clouds. But why was it here? There it is. Hidden switch. Can't destroy that.
Intruder spied. Intruder spied.
I don't see how we could possibly bypass this without getting seen. If they have the common sense to avoid getting close.
Intruder spied.
Let me try something.
Intruder spied.
Out.
I've been struck by lightning!
Yeah. The stunning effect isn't actually too dangerous.
I feel like I've been set in stone.
Frozen water doesn't conduct.
I feel like I've been set in stone.
Yeah. We do it the other way around.
Demon's breath! I've been paralyzed!
We'll have a wide area frozen something.
I can't feel my legs!
Yeah, but you're not taking damage, so it doesn't really matter. What I'm more or less concerned is, can I somehow... Or rather, what are the effective ways to block this shit?
I've been struck by lightning!
I can't feel my legs.
I'm trying to create an ice wall to block the coming electricity. It's striking at the center after all. These are looking at the sides. And we might be able to escape.
Intruder spied.
Missile crate probably can't be melted by that. Well, all the intruders you want, but don't actually need that.
Sigurd's beard, what a find!
Any more guardians? Yeah, it's to do something else. Golden plates. Yeah, if there's not gonna be some kind of massive fight here, well, I don't know what I'll do, but I don't think I'll have to do anything because there's gonna be a massive fight. What is it? What's the guardian? There's a lot of statues. We cannot do anything really with them. There's at least 4. All kinds of treasure items. Let's just go in and see what happens. That will probably trigger. There's a star stone, so we have to go there. Intruder spied, sure, but what exactly did it do? I don't see how I could possibly avoid that though. It's now inert. Maybe this was an issue more with if you're if you hadn't dealt with the king, it would basically summon him here or something along those lines. Can't do shit with the gold though. so that's nice. Stone with scriptures.
The stone is adorned with strange runes.
Use the forgotten language of fairy to decipher the runes. So we paid over 1,000 gold for this luxury. So what is it?
You speak the words out loud and hear an inviting click nearby.
So you get to loot a coffin. Slow down arrow, if we do. 4 items. Mass identification action would also be well welcome in this game. It looks like a good chess piece. Immunity to bleeding, some initiative, good armor class. A little bit less health though. Yeah, it's probably a decent upgrade. Weaker sword. Not a bad sword though. Has stun ability, critical hit chance, bonuses, which are always nice. So yeah, I wouldn't say it's bad. It's just inferior. Covering all leather helmet of sneaking, perception, sneaking, leadership. It's just a helmet though. I think it might be better for him. Yeah, he has +1 perception, weaker armor class. Giant's Iron Belt of Vitality, strength, lockpicking, hit points. Probably the strength and hit points are the more useful ones. Well, I'm not so sure looking at our options. Smelly panties, right? Maybe there's some switching around to be done. We got something else. "24% physical damage reduction. You get to rid yourself of the panties. Initiative and hit points. Better armor rating, better values all around. Okay. Not bad at all. But we need other things. And ignoring the gold. Magical tragedies. Part 3. Obstinate demons. Are there any other kind? Thunderbolt grenade. Water staff. Constitution, leadership. Could be useful. Jahan is starting to have multiple leadership items. Also +2 constitution is a massive amount of hit points. And we're leaving the frozen area, so the water damage is starting to be useful again. Lucky charm. Bartering. Movement. Oh my god. Bartering initiative. Right, why do we... We'll give your boots to him. You have a new pair. The added lucky charm bonus. So we'll get better loot. Or extra loot. Book is unreadable. I'll take it. Never know what it could be. Resurrection scroll. Not exactly swimming in bonus loot though. We get like $100 extra out of this. The archer would have abilities that temporarily skills that directly boost that. So it could be a good way to basically earn a lot of extra cash without having trading related abilities or something like that. Blank water. Bow of something no one will ever use. It has a chance to set stun status then. Initiative poison resistance. Probably good for someone. Although I seem to recall that we have basically fairly decent sarongs all around. Blank skill book. Where are you going? Where the fuck are you going? Right. Could you actually go there? No? Why the fuck can't is it a chest? Not enough strength. Do you have enough strength? No, no, no. Never mind then. Blank scroll. There has to be something you can do with the gold. I mean, I can't exactly put it in my back pocket, but gold is still very, very useful. So it seems ridiculous to me that you have had these massive piles of gold and you can't do anything with them. It's not exactly impossible, I suppose, but that would be highly disappointing. I mean, it's right there. It's not hidden anywhere. Yeah, we can't access everything of it, but we should still be able to access some of it, no matter what. Okay. Earth resistance potions, healing potions. Water of life. Ice wall. The last warship. Quickly must I make my last report. It knows that I've seen it, and any moment now its low, dry bleeding will signal its arrival. I cannot escape. I can only hope whatever I write here might, one day, help another hapless seeker. There is but a single were-sheep remaining, and its soul is buried deep within the cave of portals, among the Immaculates who are so fond of blackest necromancy. Perceptive eye will reveal its location. My time has come. I am doomed to be undone by the woolly horror. Wonder how good it actually is. Teleportation scroll. Of all the requests, transportation? Arboreus' last screw must be quite loose. Nevertheless, the Master Mage is hardly one to refuse the king. Speak this enchantment near the well in question, and it shall fly to the intended plane. Peef poof puff, fly well well.
The spell appears to have failed.
Oh shit. Oral brittle gold ring of earth resistance. It's a resistance ring. These aren't particularly good unless we try to go for some or some such. Then they could be immensely valuable, so also don't weigh anything really, so might as well just hold on to them. Looks like gold plates and cups. Sword kit. No one's gonna use it though, but I suppose there's always a chance. I don't see any point really not upgrading the sword either. Winter Amulet.
I've got my eyes on the prize.
And there was something else. No, it's probably covered. And can't do anything with gold. Seemingly can't do anything with gold. Maybe I can maybe have a dialogue up with someone with it about it. But that is disappointing. That is disappointing in every game. You can't just throw away massive amount of treasure in a situation where money is still very valuable and just not be able to do anything about it. It just doesn't work. At the same time, yeah, it makes it feel more like a treasure room. Inflict frozen on contact. Air resistance +1 speed. Again, could be very useful in certain situations. What was the other thing? Was there another thing? This will just complete the sword. Wonder if we can yeah, we probably need to use the shears on the were-sheep to get something out of him. And then maybe make a piece of armor out of it. I'm not honestly too interested in doing that. I'm more or less curious for the potential of what such a piece of it might allow you to do at some other point or with some other character. Slashing chance to set bleeding status. Nah. It's the same problem as with the axe, it's just way behind the curve in what a weapon should be able to do at this point. So, not exactly impressed. Do we have other things to do? Yes, we still haven't solved the mystery of this teleportation thing. We did switch, use the switch here, so maybe it also affected things there. I mean, it's worth a try. If it didn't, it didn't. Are the traps deactivated? If not, I'll just teleport out. Okay, the sentinels are no more. I'll teleport next to the well, basically see what we can do with the scroll. Well, we can at least finish it in the sense that we can send the well back to his brother. That's good enough for now. We might want to discuss the wish situation just to see what the options there are. Yeah, no change here. Very interested about this ornate chest. The solution has to be here. That's how I see it. I would think triggering this is part of it. I don't know how.
Intruders bide.
It doesn't actually do anything here. So how could it possibly make any kind of a difference? He's staring. Is he still... No, he's sort of staring in one direction. Right, but I want to see if can anyone else do something here. What's bothering me is I can't even see switches or anything. At the same time, there has to be something that opens that. Doing that amount of massive damage is just... It cannot be expected of. Is there some kind of a interactable thing at all that I'm not just noticing? Some of the statue? I mean, it's certainly possible the game doesn't highlight those things. And it could be almost anything, so... yeah, but I'm not seeing it. There was something here. What was it? I could have accidentally gone over a portrait. Right. That's good enough for us. Wishing well. I don't recall what teleporter we want to go to. I think it's here. So, Frozen Forest. Experience should be useful if nothing else. And we're getting fairly close to another level up. We're not gonna get it from here, but a couple of major engagements or a couple of quests wrapped up, and that could be enough.
Better chill.
Well, Wanderer, this well is still stuck here, willing to... Simply wonderful. The spell, it's working. This well is being willed back to Cecile. Will you visit Wally and I again? Oh, wisest Wanderer. We'd weep with joy to witness your return. We'll meet again, Wanderer. We will.
Yay. It's easy enough to visit them. It doesn't really matter where we go. As long as we can get to a proper map, I can take the correct location from here. I'm not particularly interested in doing the wishing now, but I would like to see what the options actually are. I think the well was somewhere here, so... I see... A little bit to the north. Yeah, maybe they'll open an easy path here. That would be disappointing though.
You went and whisked Willy back to Wally. Wow.
5,000.
Whip out your wallet and wing a bit of gold my way, and I'll wow you in return. This well wishes to work his magic.
What are our wish options?
What would you like to wish, our most willing friend? Decide how much you're willing to spare, and I'll will you something wondrous in accordance.
100 go... No. I'll give you. Okay. How much you're willing to spare, I will use something wondrous in our character. Alright. Okay, so it's an investment thing. We'd save. Let's go with 1500.
Wow, what have we here? What wealth? Please enjoy your reward.
Is it a... Okay, what exactly do we get? I don't see anything happening. Did something happen?
You went and whisked Willy back to Wally. Wow. I wish you well.
Did I actually get something?
brother! Oh, woe is the wish granter, whisked so far from where he lays his hand. I won't be able to manage much anymore, but perhaps what say I will some of this dreadful weather away. I think I could still manage that, and for 2,050 gold, you, wanderer, can wish which weather I switch. Perhaps I could wind down this wild blizzard, or wipe out the lava-burbling volcanoes to the north. What do you say? Oh, what a wonder to enjoy the tinkle of...
End the snowstorm or stop the volcanoes.
We must stop those volcanoes.
You're right. Lava hurts.
No shit.
We'll watch the volcanic waves wither into ash.
So, from what I've gathered, it's the only realistic option to get rid of the constant burning here, which shouldn't bother us anymore because we've already dealt with the monster here. Alternatively, where was the blizzard supposed to be? No blizzard here. And I think we exchanged 1,500 gold for an item. And we got something like not even remotely interesting out of it. So more or less this was for the pleasure of wasting some money. Right there, okay, we'll do that money thing again. There are some empty slots here, so they could have been filled with something and I would not have noticed. Need a height selection here. Everything will appear here. Also, I want to make sure that the lava is properly there. Yeah, it's not anywhere anymore. So I've put it out all over the place. So I don't understand what would I gain from that particular pitch either. But this seems like it could still provide something
You
useful.
went and whisked Willie, whip out your wallet and wing a bit of... What would you like to wish, our most... Wow, what?
Yeah, 3 items. Maiming old arbalest of the Wandel, not useful. Rock brittle gold ring of lore master, immunity to petrification, and crafting. It seems like it's the same belt or similar belt at least. Do we have crafting belts? We're looking for more crafting items. Yeah, we have crafting belts. So this is just goddamn trash as far as I'm concerned. Could have helped quite a bit to fight in the fire areas. I need to talk to him to get to 5,000
You
experience.
went and whisked Willie back, whip out your wallet, and I wish you well.
Need 30,000, a little bit more to get something done. I think I'll leave things here.
Aha! We meet again, and well met you are. Did you know I've constructed a little theory about you both? Yes, I have indeed.
Well, tell me about it.
The theory is this. You are not you. Or rather, you are you, but you is not all there is to you. And that goes for both of you. But I see you're staring at me like a cow stuck in an astronomy lesson, so let me start again.
Yeah, probably not, because this has been hinted at for a long time already.
I think that you carry 2 souls inside of you. One that belongs to the mortal human beings that you are now, and one that belongs to certain someones with whom we've both become acquainted. You remember that segment of the tapestry your efforts helped to mend, don't you? The 2 great generals? How they led the battle against the Void's first attack on Rivellon?
Are you implying that the souls of those 2 generals are within us?
It would explain a lot, wouldn't it? Your connection to the Void, your presence here at the end of time. True, the mystery of Starstone remains, but at this rate, we'll have it sorted out in 2 shakes of Ahu's tail. As luck would have it, a new portal awaits. Perhaps answers do as well, so onward.
What new portal is it this time? Still quite a few inactive portals though. Right, all of secret. Missing portal maybe. And there should be another person here. These are more or less just places for you to buy crap, things like that. So I think I'll just take a quick look at the Hall of Secrets.
What have we here? A study?
Wonderful. About time you got an education.
This doesn't look anything special.
Guardians, dear guardians, when I see your faces, it is like the barriers of time tumble in upon themselves. But oh, how my heart aches when I think of the duty you adopted. It was more than even the gods had the right to ask of you. You did not want it, but you took it upon yourselves nonetheless. Though many wailed and many wept, in a ruptured world, wherein all resolve had crumbled, you renounced life and liberty to stand guard and protect every last morsel of creation. When I despair, I think of your sacrifice. In my darkest hours, I cherish the resolve that was you.
Good thing to be cherished.
Even though, apparently, we had to give up life and liberty for that to happen.
But it looks exactly like a study. So nothing all that amazing going on around here. Yeah, minor loot items. Ancient letter. Dearest Henry, dear cousin and king, the honorable generals baffle me. Their behavior has become puzzling and erratic. They are the saviors of our realm. They are worshipped by man and divinity alike, yet they wander down strange and solitary paths. Word has reached me today that one of them has gone, vanished. Why, I wonder, why would they do such a thing now that the very world is theirs to command? And the other, such force, such sudden ruthlessness, such tyranny, betrayal almost of the principles they fought for. These tidings sadden me beyond compare. I think of what could have been and despair. What is it? There must be an answer. What is it that riles them so? Signed, Lady Helena, Countess of Lilia Lint. Yeah, adding the word Lint to your name isn't a good thing. A book. Random book. Tales of the Seven Gods. Blah blah blah. This could be important. I'll hold on to it. I might want to read it later. More books. In the event of the Divine One's return. According to prophecy, the Divine One will lead our people into a better world, but what will this new world look like? I have read nearly all texts regarding Reuben Farrell, the author of the prophecy. The more I study his words, the more inconsistencies I find. What kind of person would this Divine One be? Will every living being see his vision for the new world, or will the Divine One select individuals? According to prophecy, the Divine One will destroy all evil. How can lovers of creation advocate for the destruction? Can the Divine One really distinguish between good and evil, or will he choose what is evil according to a preset moral code? Another ancient letter. Esteemed General, esteemed Sovereign, as you know, the vanquished void lives still, be it caged in the imperishable God box. We all fear it greatly, for it remains powerful even in confinement. The gods have told us, we need guardians. We need immortals that will safeguard the God box and thereby safeguard our world forever. I can think of no better candidates than the two heroes that were the void's first undoing. What say you, my sovereign? Will you heed the call of the divines, and will your honorable companion do the same? Signed, Henry, son of William, righteous King of Farrell. And we need to do the crafting thing at some point. Maybe. We need to basically be in a position where I can dump at least one point in it. I don't think just waiting for crafting equipment is gonna be enough. 1 point isn't too bad, but at the same time I would like to do that after our actual combat capabilities are as good as they can get. This seems weird. They're guarding an altar of some sort. Pedestal. Teller of Secrets. That's a new one. Okay, what have we got?
Hail, holy light, offspring of heaven, firstborn!
Secrets of the Trade. Secrets of the Stars. Mundane Secret. Wonder how much this will cost. Ancient Tome of Body Mastery. Requires level 3. That's a lot of cash we could invest in something. I mean, that's a couple of thousand per piece of paper. We might be able to sell them back for a fraction of that. But, wow, how many are there? 22? So we probably could spend 50,000 plus 12,000 on those. 60-70,000 gold in this. Even if we get something back at it later, it's still gonna be a massive investment in gold. I suppose you could buy them one at a time just to see what they are. The tomes are probably the best things. 6,000 each. Body Mastery. Compendium of Mortal Techniques. Okay, who the hell are you?
About me. The Guardian's first disobedience, and the fruit of that forbidden box, whose depths brought death into this world, and all our woe with loss of source, I remember. I come no spy with purpose to explore or to disturb the secrets of your realm, but secrets of my own I bring. The secrets of another world, perhaps not lawful to reveal.
How did you come to this place?
Which way I fly is here. Myself am here, but in the lowest deep, a lower deep still threatening to devour this homestead opens wide.
I'm interested in find out more about your secrets.
To ask or search, I blame thee not. For Rivellon is as the book of the gods before thee set, wherein to read his wondrous works and learn his seasons, hours or days or months or years.
Not very direct, are you?
Whence thou returnest, and whither wentest, I know. Direction hardly signifies.
Out of curiosity, I'll buy one scrap of paper as a test and one book to see
I
what
give
they
nothing
do.
for lost. From this descent, celestial virtues rising will appear more glorious
I'll take a
and more dread than from no fall.
Secret of the trade, maybe? Mundane secret. I basically want to know what exactly am I buying when I do this crap. I'll load no matter what I get from them. What is this? This is not a good thing. I basically have to use these blind. I think it's an attribute point. 6,000 gold for an attribute. Secret of the trade.
My map is slowly filling up with secrets. My map is slowly filling up with secrets.
Mundane secrets. Rome's treasure maps. Legend of the Lighthouse. Some say a paranoid old lighthouse keeper hid away his most effective defense mechanism in a case of emergency. Buried treasure. Rumors say that when the White Witch heard her sister was coming for her, she buried a treasure just here. I should be able to see them in the maps though. So, more or less, if I understand this correctly, if I go to Lukula Forest, I should be able to see the White Witch secret on the map. So they're similar to the earlier treasure maps in that sense. You basically buy a chest of some sort. Yeah, buried treasure. Fair enough. Right, I'll leave things here. We need to talk to the White Witch to see what's the next step. I might have to go on a stealing spree maybe if I want enough funds to be able to afford all this. I should be able to afford the books at least. And I think those are worthwhile purchases even now, even though they'll sap me pretty dry. But I still think we should get them immediately. There's also a chance we might. I mean, what the hell am I gonna do with the gold? Yeah, I'll buy the books.